Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Game Trucking with me, Roll Cage TV. It is gaming, but it's mostly trucking. Trucking gaming. We do it live. I'm not doing that intro over again. Welcome back. Where I don't have a lot of talent, but I do have a lot of bright sunshine. You see the bright sunshine? Isn't that lovely? It's kind of glaring. But, you don't get to see the bright sunshine much. I think it's shining on me because I'm hoping that this is actually the last episode here in this awful place called Kola Peninsula. 100 and how many episodes? Let me look it up here. This is episode 134. Way too long. But almost done. All I have to do is take this trailer back. Take this trailer back to the nearest trailer store, sell it, and I will have cleaned the map, leaving behind nothing but footprints, as they say, and tire tracks, and empty, ravaged warehouses. If that's possible. Well, I can ravage all the warehouses. And no pixel left unmapped. All these are part of my 100%. I've done all the contracts. I've done all the tasks. Done all the contests. All I have left to do is get this last trailer back to the trailer store, and I'll be done. Horn! This horn doesn't blow over these fences. It's supposed to blow over these fences. And you know what disappoints me the most about Kola Peninsula? There are no ghost wolves. We need more ghost wolves in the game. At the time that I am recording this, they had just announced 2 days earlier on Discord that there will be a Year 5 pass. Now this is old news for those of you watching on YouTube, because you're not watching this until like October. It will have been out a month by the time you're watching this. But October 5th, the Year 5 pass will be available. Also, what they call Region 16, which is actually the 19th region in the game. We don't count the first three. That's coming out about the same time as the Year 5 pass is going to be available. It's not on the same day. And so I'm excited. 23 regions total there will be by the end of 2026. Hopefully, or 2027. And I'm going to be here for them all. And at the rate I'm going, if they're all as bad as Kola Peninsula, well, hopefully I'll be here for them all. I'm already an old retired guy. They better get their act together, or I'm not going to have enough left in me to get through them all. Yeah, I mean, I'll be here for them all. I might need some kind of miracle cure to get me sustained. I'll be on life supports. I'll be on life support, and I'll be there. Doc, please, just keep me alive long enough to finish Region 23. That's all I have. Hand me my joystick. Oh, man. I'll still have the old Xbox One X, which is what I'm playing on now. I've got a Series S, but I haven't set it up or anything yet. Kind of a collector's item. I'm going to eventually get a Series X, but I haven't yet. I've not needed to. I don't play brand new games usually. I am playing on the weekends now. On Saturdays, I have well, on the weekends on YouTube. On Saturdays when I stream that, I have a new series, new racing series, motorcycle, MotoGP 25. That's a new game that just came out this year, but the way I do things, it's going to be probably a couple of years till I finish it. So I'm gonna take a drink there, which is cool and all because those yearly titles like F1, 20 whatever, and 2K whatever. I don't play that game. I don't buy a whole new game. I don't spend $100 every year for Madden football when there's essentially no difference from year to year. Just so I make sure I get the new stats for that year. Yeah, forget it. It doesn't mean that much to me. So I buy those games every 5 years. So I have like F1 2010, 2015, 2020. I will be getting 2025. And I've got the MotoGP 2020, now 2025. I don't think I got 15. And they're usually not available more than a year after they've gone. They usually go out of print a year after the new one comes out. So maybe less than a year after the new one comes out. Because they want to get you to buy the new one every year. Oh, you're going to miss out. If you don't get the 2025 version by the time the 2026 version is announced, you're not going to be able to get it. I know you only have 2024, but 2026 is coming out. You got to buy 2025 right now. It's going to go away. It's like a freaking mobile game. The psychological manipulation. Anyway. And physical discs, you can't get anything on physical disc anymore. So good luck going on eBay to try to find last year's version of Madden football. It's not going to happen. Some of the most expensive video games, like Madden football, some of the absolute most expensive video games. And this run turning, yeah. And they expect you to pay for a new one every year. Most other games aren't $100. Most other games are $60 or something a year. It's just so outrageous. Oh, but it's less than a cup of coffee a day. Yeah. $100 a year isn't too much to spend. Well, that's only, what, 30 cents a day? You can't fill your gas tank up for $100. Why don't you just take the bus for a month so you can buy the latest version of Madden football? Or just call in sick. You're going to want to call in sick anyway for a month so you can play the game. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't take a month, does it, to get through the game? You pay $100 a month just so you can get through it in, a 2-day session. Month salary. Okay, a month salary, most people, is a little bit more than $100. Hopefully. I mean, depending on where you live. Depending on what country you're in and whatever. But I think it is priced. One thing about electronic pricing, I think it is priced differently depending on where you buy it, where you live, where you buy it. But of course, then it's region locked, so you can't play it everywhere. You have to only play it in the region where you bought it, because they're not about to lose money. They're not about to lose money by letting you, play the game in a more expensive region, because you only paid enough money to play it in a less expensive region. I'm an old man. I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen so many things get better. So many things get better. But, yeah, I've seen a few things get worse in my day. Video games in general have gotten better. But, also in general, they appeal to a generation that grew up from the cradle on video games. I did not grow up with video games from the cradle. I was a teenager when the first video games came out to the pinball arcades and bowling alleys. And so, yeah. To me, Pong is exciting still. Breakout. I wish I could get a version of Breakout on the Magnavox. Magnavox Odyssey 2 is the first video game system I got. Look it up, Magnavox Odyssey. And don't say it's a Pong clone, because Magnavox actually invented Pong. They didn't call it Pong, but they owned the patents. And whoever it was that made, I'm gonna do this. Whoever made Pong ripped them off. They stole their patents. I can do this, right? Oh, sure. Easy mode. So yes, video games were what we would consider now much easier back then. And I'm an old retired guy, which is why I love SnowRunner. I was talking about MotoGP 25 because MotoGP 20 I could not play. Not the career mode. It was too difficult for me. And the last motorcycle racing game I played on stream and on YouTube before that was TTL Man 3. TTL Man 2 I played, I loved, I played it for hours and hours and hours. TTL Man 3 I tried to play through the career. Nope. Last place, every race. Never qualified for the final big race. And not just last place, but last place by about as much as you can get in last place. Twice as far from second to last place as second to last place was from first place. That's how far last place. If I was lucky, I was 3 times farther back than second to last place. So, I do have that still up on YouTube, youtube.com/rollcage/@rollcagetv. Hold on for a quick second. The mute button is supposed to be in a convenient place so if I have to cough or sneeze, I can hit it quickly. But then, of course, I end up scrolling the page up instead of clicking the button. I talked about being an old man, right? My eyesight is worse. My reflexes are worse. My patience is worse. My mental, my nerve is worse. My mental game of anything is worse. So my fine motor control is worse. I used to play a lot of billiards, pool, pocket billiards. Probably don't need to go all the way out there. But now I play SnowRunner, and I will be very happy to be done with this map. And I play a lot of other games. If you go to that YouTube page, you'll see I I produce 13 YouTube episodes a week. Twice a day, Monday through Saturday, and then one on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't get close enough to trigger that. I don't know why I put this thing here. So there's a lot of content there. I play a lot of games. I stream 4 days a week. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, I stream SnowRunner. All these times are relative to US summertime. Saturday, I stream racing, either Dirt Rally or MotoGP 23. They're 25 now. And Sunday, I do SnowRunner. So. And the name Roll Cage is from racing, in case that's not clear. Racing games were my big thing. I played a lot of racing games from a racing game community. Can I go up that way? Probably. I'm not going to. Sitting here, well, metaphorically with my fingers crossed, literally with my tip of my tongue sticking out of my face, hoping that this is it, no more disasters happen, but knowing at any moment it could. But yes, as I was saying, video games just get harder and harder because young people adapt, and so they want things harder. The old guard, you end up playing things like SnowRunner and I don't know, Candy Crush. Cookie Clicker? No, I guess Cookie Clicker you need reflexes for, right? I love Age of Empires 2. I still watch a lot of it on video, but I can't play Age of Empires 2. I started a series where I tried to play through the campaigns, and my brain just could not keep up with all the multitasking anymore. And also, I can't use a mouse and keyboard anymore because of my tendonitis in my wrists and fingers. I have little finger bands on the one finger so I can hold the controller. But fortunately, Microsoft did release on the Xbox Age of Empires 2. And they also integrated in, Microsoft is a publisher of that game, and they also integrated in controller support for the PC as well. So you could play with a controller if you want. And they did a really good job on the controller interface. It did a really, really good job. You don't have like hotkeys, but you have, you know, a quick series of button presses that you can use. And so simultaneously, you know, you hold in this and then you press that, or you hold in this trigger and press that kind of thing. But I found out I couldn't play the game just because my nerves couldn't keep up with it. My brain couldn't keep up with it anymore. I played it 20 years ago, was able to beat all the scenarios. Now I couldn't get past, what was it, the third campaign. William Wallace I did. Joan of Arc I did. But then Barbarossa, I got through everything except the last campaign. And that scenario, the last scenario, that scenario requires that you do something in a certain amount of time. And I think I've decided that if I were to ever continue that series, I've contemplated doing that, I would use one of the cheat codes. If it's a scenario that requires a timer, I would go ahead and use one of the cheat codes. Because I can't beat the timer on any. There was one where you had Indochina. Oh, right. Barbarossa is the fourth one. Before that is Genghis Khan. And so that one has the last scenarios like Indochina, and you have a time limit on that. And I got so frustrated, and I finally did beat the timer, but it was awful. I had to replay it. And I'm doing this on stream and on YouTube episodes, so it's like, attempt 2 and attempt 3. And but I think I can. I won't get a crown. I won't get complete credit if I use a cheat code for beating it. But I do think it will still unlock the next scenario in the set. So I could theoretically play every scenario. And it has gotten harder. It not only is it more difficult for me to play, I can't do it on a mouse and keyboard. I would not be able to perform any better on the mouse and keyboard than I am on the controller because of my difficulties that way. But also, it's gotten harder because the AI has gotten better. And they added what they called the story mode. It's supposed to be a lower difficulty than the standard play, because they have like standard, hard, extreme. But I think the story mode is bugged. I've not seen a difference between the two. And it still uses the AI, the newer AI, which means the AI is smarter. And people don't know how hard it is, because the only people that play it are people that have been playing it for 20 years and some people are new to it, but then they're younger and they're better. And they have no perspective that it's much harder now than it was then. They think that playing the scenarios on the extreme difficulty is too easy. Okay. Stopping the engine. Oh, I have my thing. I think I have my stream monitor too loud because I'm hearing things in the game even after they're done. All right. I do believe this is it. I'll double check, but I do believe this is it. And I'm done! I'm done with Kola, Peninsula. Going to send this baby back to the garage. Yes. Store them. Go back to the map. I have done, well, first of all, verify There's a different way to do it here. Here. Kola Peninsula. It says 100%, but is it really 100%? It says 20% of all of them. Interesting. Well, right now, all is 15. Is that 1/15? 6, or no, one of, not 15, one of 18. One of 18 is not 20%. Or 4 of 18. 4 of 16, 4 of 18 would be less than 25%. Anyway, I have done all the contracts. I have done all the tasks. I have assumedly collected all the trucks because I've mapped everything. You know, yeah, these are like other trucks that I have in my garage. These are 2 trucks that I'm sitting on in case I may use. This I found. Why didn't I sell this? Do I have this in my thing or do I in my storage? I shouldn't have this in my storage. Anyway, these are trucks that I found on the map, I guess, these 3. Contests, all 3. Achievements make no difference. And if we go to the map, every pixel is discovered. Everything that can't be taken back has been taken back. These 2 things can't be moved, can't be sold. That's why they're grayed out. Any location has no parenthesized temporary cargo. This has nothing left. Pointing north? I should be pointing north. I took the temporary cargo out of there. Warehouse, no temporary cargo, only permanent cargo, nothing in parentheses. Trailer store, they don't sell anything. Timber shipment, again, no temporary cargo. All that's left is the gateways. And going to the other map, global map. Same thing, 2 temporary pieces of equipment that I cannot sell, or I can move them, but all I can do is move them and put them someplace. Garage, nothing sold there. Trailer store, nothing, no cargo there. Railroad station, no temporary cargo, nothing in parentheses, just service spare parts, infinite quantity. Log station, infinite quantities, nothing in parentheses. I gotta get better at hitting that mute button. I tried to hit it with my thumb and I end up scrolling the screen up. The thing I hold my cough back long enough. Fuel station, no cargo. Trailer store, no cargo. No temporary cargo. And no temporary cargo. And it doesn't show on the map when there is loose cargo. You have to just zoom in and look on the map. It shows on the map, but I mean, it doesn't show over here on this area. So all you can do is scroll around and look and see the titles, and no words that I can see other than locations. I mean, if there was things on the map, you couldn't do this with, unless you're playing a normal mode game, and this is a normal game. So it would show on the map that there is cargo on the ground. But there is no cargo on the ground. I've checked this many times over, but I've got time now. I'm not going to start on the next region during this episode. Yeah, nothing on the ground. I did catch something in Michigan. I usually check pretty carefully. I did catch something in Michigan, though, once that I missed. Zoom out, thank you. So nobody. I wish they would show it on the list of items if it's sitting on the ground. If it's cargo that's sitting on the ground, I wish they would list it on the left here under some category. If you're in normal mode. Now see, here's icons, and you do get an icon and you do get text over that tells you it's there, whatever it is. Like here, like the garage, it's showing garage and showing the icon. You see the word garage. If there was like storage container, it would show you storage container. It's not showing these up here because they don't actually exist. But the name should. They're like grayed out, these. I mean, see, it's not showing the name on the map unless you highlight it. But if it's loose cargo, it does. So, pretty sure it does. Anyway. And again, going back to this map, no loose cargo. I can almost guarantee it because I've gone through this with a fine-tooth comb before. I've been playing this map for, what did I figure out? 6 months, 26 weeks, that's 6 months. Is that right? 130 divided by 5 is 26. So, yeah, that's divided by 5 is times 2 divided by 10. Yeah. Anyway, that's it then. We are all done with Kola Peninsula, and thank goodness we are. And I want to say a special thank you to everyone that's hung with me through this horrible region, that's watched this game so far. If you have, these are both empty, right? Both garages? I'm pretty sure they're empty, but everything's in storage. Let's check the storage. These are the 5 vehicles I use in my crew. I also have these 2, but only because I'm wondering if I want to add them to the crew. Notice they are also paid DLC vehicles. And I have another color to give. I have purple. I can make something purple, but I haven't had a chance to test these out yet. I'm going to test these out on I've got a test world. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to test these out, but I haven't had a chance yet. But I'm in no hurry to add that 6th color because I've got everything covered that I need. And if I get to a point where I actually need something, I would not mind replacing that Jeep Wrangler with a more powerful scout vehicle that can carry a scout trailer that can also go over rocks and things like this can. See, this is great because it's a crawler. It's really good at certain things that I would miss out. But I suppose having another one. It has to not be tippy though. But yeah, if it was more powerful, it would be perfect at dragging around that prototype exploration unit. Or if there's a paid DLC vehicle that has a radar in it, There's one on a map, but that's not going to happen for a long time. And since I'm only using paid external map vehicles, that's part of my restrictions. You know, I'm not going to use that even once I get to it. So that's it. That's it. 35 minutes. Going to be a short episode. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, I am going to find someone to raid. I am not going to start on the next region. It's, yeah, I've been doing this 5 hours as it is. I'm not going to go another 6 hour like I normally do. But I will look for someone to raid. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you again for sticking with me. On my homepage, there is a section of featured games. If you open that up or scroll over, you'll see SnowRunner is one of those. If you click on that playlist, you'll see all my latest SnowRunner videos at the top. It's got hundreds of videos in there now, 400 some. So those, if you want to catch up on the latest few, that's a good way of doing it. That way you don't have to scroll back on my home page or on my videos page, because I produce a lot of content. If you want to start from the beginning and binge through the various seasons, on my homepage I also have a section just for SnowRunner. If you scroll down a little farther, still having an issue with that mute button. If you want to scroll down a little farther, there's a section just for SnowRunner, and those playlists, one per region, is in bingeable order, with the earliest one being episode 1 through to the end. And it's a lot of content. It's 100 episodes, each between 45 and 55 minutes or so per region. So yeah, oh man, 6 months just in this region. I can't believe it. Anyway, yes folks, Twitch, stand by for raid. YouTube, next episode will be the next weekday at noon US Central Time, which is 6 p.m. in the UK, and other times around the world. You want to look up US Central Time. We are normally UTC -6 in the wintertime, but we're -5 in the summertime. So you can look up Iowa time. I don't live in Iowa, but I have nothing against Iowa, and it's easier to type. I hope all of you have a great life. I'm going to lay down for about a month. I'm going to Rip Van Winkle it. I hope you all have a great afternoon, great evening, great morning, night, whenever it is until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, even if it's over the ice or through the snow, enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, gonna be raiding here in a minute. Stand by for that. YouTube, I'm out of here either way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye-bye.